Chris Banquero.
Chris Banquero, of course, had health issues recently in terms of yung injuries niya, and has been getting better and better as the game's gone by and making us look good, Chris Banquero. And since mas maliit yung import ng Meralco Bolts, it's always going to be a challenge for the biggest man on the team for Meralco, which is Raymond Almazan, to be productive, as Banquero gets all 5 points so far for
Guards that are on his team like Baroka and Halalon, that he gets challenged to do better as well.
Rafi Rivas gets the first field goal para sa Magnolia. 3 p.m. on One Sports. Back to the action here as KJ McDaniels could not finish inside the first time, but gets it the second.
I mean, over the outstretch that you need to box him out.
Bong Quinto from a corner, and Almazan really challenging Rakocevic for the rebounds, and the second chance opportunity falls for Chris Banquero. Game as well, and at the sequence na yun, he held off Raymond Almazan so Nick Rakocevic could get the rebound. Mark Baroka over Almazan.
Baroka now with 4 points in the ball game.
Bolts after that bucket from Mark Baroka. Mark Baroka, always a steady presence on the floor para sa Magnolia. Aaron Black trying stuff from 3.
7 points.
Mark Baroka, binigay kay Nick Rakocevic. Answers back with 3 of his own.
Well, notice how Rakocevic, though, even if that's his first basket, it's all been outside. So
AJ, and unable to find Almazan. 5-on-2, and Gio Halalon makes it count.
He was actually looking to pass that basketball. Kasama nila na very close to you also, Pao.
Oh, very close. He's here in the venue also.
Oo.
Mamaya mo pa siya makakita as Aaron Black finishes high off the glass. Halalon working on the pick. And Sanggalang out to Baroka. Baroka, bigay kay Abueva. Abueva gets a 3 to fall. Almost 35% from beyond the arc.
And 6 points a ball game for Ahanmisi.
Quinto over the outstretched hands of Rakocevic. Bigay kay Gio Halalon in the corner. Stuck in a pick and roll, and Halalon, he was looking for options. He doesn't like the Ian Sanggalang. Ahanmisi. At to Gio Halalon. Halalon gives it back to Abueva. Abueva in the paint, off the glass. Time to execute. Calvin Abueva, again, finding a way inside the paint, finishing off that glass. Pretty look.
Well, Calvin Abueva wants to be in the thick of things. Offensively, defensively, he likes where the ball is.
Quinto, that's a tough shot. And Bong Quinto has been a ray of hope here for the Meralco Bolts in the first quarter. And take a look at this.
Well, this is a tough shot by Bong Quinto, and that's what he's been doing quite consistently this conference as well. Shooting big shots when the shot clock is winding down, and Bong Quinto
And out and tapped away by Raymond Almazan.
And that's a legal play once it bounces off that rim.
Almazan, rim running and finishing.
That's just a great connection that time by Alain Maliksi. A big play like that.
Ended it on the defensive end and ended it in the offensive end. Corpus, jumper from the elbow is good, making his presence known. So far, also with 4 rebounds and a single assist. Rakocevic, binigay kay Corpus. Now Paul Lee pulling up for 3. Yes! And Paul Lee, he's seen the ball go into the hoop so many times already because of the free throws he's been taking. Aaron Black relocated for his jumper and gets that to fall.
He knows that these veteran players have always been known to bring a different kind of intensity in the court. So during their 12-day break, extra preparations were in line for Aaron to anticipate.
Now Mark Baroka using the pick from Sanggalang. And almost stolen away. Paul Lee left open for 3. That's a lay-in.
Fans of Paul Lee go inside, try to get fouled. You know that, Pao, in the first quarter, Meralco did not have any attempts from the free throw line.
And Paul Lee, one of the prettiest shots in the game.
And such a hard worker, when you talk about...
Out to Paul Lee, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Cliff Hodge trying to contain Rakocevic. Rakocevic looking for his second field goal and gets it.
And just because he's so much taller.
Nanap si Calvin Abueva. Abueva feeding Ian Sanggalang, working on Almazan. Ian, the fadeaway, gets that to fall.
Oh, that's good defense that time by that 2 points.
Aaron Black. Now to KJ McDaniels. Couple of jabs in the face of Calvin Abueva. Right in the face of Calvin Abueva as Banquero goes all the way in by himself.
He's been able to break that defense. That's 11 points as well for Banquero.
Right now, 40 fake on the attack, couldn't finish. Aaron Black. Banquero in front of him. Gio Halalon tried to stop him, but KJ McDaniels there to clean it up.
And you know, for KJ
And now Banquero, chance to run here. Cliff Hodge in front, and Cliff Hodge can't collect. Leaves it for Aaron Black. Now KJ McDaniels has it, and KJ with the finish.
Back-to-back basket.
More of the pace of Meralco. KJ, the feed to Aaron. Aaron, pull up three. Yes!
So remember that question you asked?
Calvin Abueva, right in front of him. Left open again for a second, and you can't leave him alone. 18. Jose Paulo de Rosario, joined by Dom Uy. Be Escudero patrolling sidelines for us as Meralco tried to extend their win streak here. And Bong Quinto gets that to fall with a bucket that hit binilik kay Mark Baroka. Baroka snaking, trying to get the defense moving. Calvin Abueva open for three, pulls up and makes it. As KJ McDaniels could not find Raymond Almazan inside. Ito naman si Mark Baroka trying to trim the deficit. Leaves it for Paul Lee. And Lee gets it to fall.
And whenever they're able to play.
Makita natin that Paul Lee bucket near the logo. And that's a small logo, ha?
Oo.
Kung nasa MOA yun, siguro from the logo yun.
Yes. Pahaba kasing logo sa MOA eh.
51 to 46 to start out this half. Mark Baroka. To Rakocevic inside, gets the bucket and one.
And notice now, it's very different. You know, a lot more.
Favor of Magnolia. Now KJ McDaniels finds Bong Quinto. Bong Quinto scores the only field goal so far in the half para sa Meralco. Gets the second one to fall. 57 to 55, 2-point lead para sa Magnolia. Rakocevic lost the handle. Aaron Black tried to tap it, but Rakocevic finishes anyway.
Oh, very different Nick Rakocevic here in the third quarter.
Meralco team 13 to 4 in the quarter. Kung nalalo nyo po, 15-0 run para sa Meralco.
Oh, good find that time by Banquero.
And that's what Banquero does. Being stood up by Raymond Almazan, misses out. Aaron Black to Banquero, to the corner. Bong Quinto, yes!
Oh, just good ball movement. That 4 passes in one play.
And all of a sudden, Meralco have the lead once more, 1-point lead. And take a look at the 3-point shooting numbers, 8 of 22 para sa Meralco. Paul Lee with the floater, gets that to go, gets a lead back. Baroka looked around, tried to finish off the glass, and Ian Sanggalang now back to Rakocevic. But then, Meralco protesting na gumagalaw pa rin yung rim after Nick Rakocevic comes away with the rebound. Now running, talking about Magnolia. Banquero in front of Lee. Mark Baroka sails in for the lay-in.
They have shifted into a different gear right now. Magnolia making
Advantage, but then tapped away. Rakocevic on the run. Banquero's in front of him.
Oh.
And the wrap-around finish from Nick Rakocevic.
just new egg. Oh, I like how that time Meralco trying to put some pressure in the backcourt to try to change things up for them. Get Magnolia a little bit out of rhythm.
De La Rosa gets in on the party. But now Gio. A bit of a change here lineup-wise for the Meralco Bolts as they're trying something different. And Rom De La Rosa finishes under duress. Hit rim. Rom De La Rosa now on the run. Gio Halalon has Andrew Karam to beat. Calvin Abueva inside, bucket and one.
And aside from the turnovers that they're forcing, they have switched into a different gear. They have forced turnovers. Now they are finishing on the fast break. Earlier on, we saw them knocking down threes. Just a really solid quarter right now for them.
Abueva, little fake. Can't finish. Pero nandun ulit si Junicio and Ian Sanggalang off the glass.
They're just playing a lot better in this third quarter. In this quarter, Rakocevic with 12. Then you have De La Rosa with back-to-back threes. Then you also have Baroka with 7 points this quarter. Then you have Abueva with 6.
Makabawi ng dos. Aris Junicio, binig kay Jackson Corpus. Corpus to Paul Lee. Paul Lee left open and Paul Lee gets another three.
They are just playing so well in this. Their teammates getting the open looks and just knocking them down.
KJ gets the bucket and one. Damage control. Getting past the defense, finds Bong Quinto. Johnson, pull up three. His first contribution of the game, gets three to fall.
They're hoping Johnson will wake things up for the Bolts.
But Paul Lee, can he strike back? Yes, he can! Off the glass!
Wow. I mean, that was a solid shot already by Frankie Johnson, but then all of a sudden...
Paul Lee says, what you can do, I can do better. The bank is open late on a Sunday, and Paul Lee pushes the lead up to 93-74. We'll be right back with the fourth.
Be the biggest
Magnolia.
quarter this conference. Scoring quarter.
We will have to check on that, especially with Sir Fidel Mangonon as Calvin Abueva showing no signs of yung hip spasms na naramdaman niya kanina.
Paulie with 11 in the third quarter. Rakocevic with 9. Baroka with 7. And then you have Halalon, Abueva, and Rome De La Rosa all with 6.
So let's see if there is a late comeback, but still could not take advantage on about Meralco.
Well, after this ball game, Magnolia still has to play rain or shine on December 2. That's Friday. Oh, Almazan may have tweaked his ankle.
Kosovic tried to finish it. Here's Banquero. Kyle Pascual finishes off the glass right in the face of Calvin Abueva.
Well, they're playing NLEX on Wednesday, and then they're playing San Miguel on Friday.
Calvin Abueva trying to attack. Kyle Pascual gets the bucket and one. Si Calvin Abueva has Bong Quinto. Mark Baroka still holding on to his right shoulder. KJ McDaniel sails in for two.
It's just a 16-point lead, Pao. 8 minutes and 15 left.
Mismatch with KJ. Calvin Abueva pulls up for three again. Short shot clock in Sangalang. Offensive rebound and the finish.
That was against 3 white shirts. And this is where they feel...
Slipped. Banquero. Binigay kay Frankie Johnson. Johnson pulls up for three. Johnson gets it to go.
He knocked down a big 3 earlier on. They're hoping that this could somewhat get...
Working on KJ McDaniels. Cliff Hodge trying to give the help and the spin and the finish from Ian Sangalang. That was vintage. Paul Lee. So Paul Lee already with 25 points in this game. Let's see if he can add on to his tally here. KJ McDaniels going inside. Cliff Hodge. Gives it to Johnson. Quinto in the corner. Has to turn around and shoot. And he gets it to go anyway. Right in the face of Calvin Abueva. Napangiti na lang. Couldn't get the bailout three. Quinto to McDaniel. McDaniels hits a three. And all of a sudden, doesn't
giving up. They're trying to get their shots. They're trying to just keep on pushing, trying to get a little bit closer every single second. And now it's just an 11-point lead.
It could mean the end here for the Meralco Bolts. Paul Lee. Lee on the attack, going in for the lay-in.
And you know, going back to that play.
Hands it off to Karam. Reynel Hugnatan, back to McDaniels, double team. Looking for an option. Anjo Karam inside to Frankie Johnson, left open for three, and Johnson drains another.
And that's what they want. That's what they wanted, Frankie.
Analysis, don't go away.